In December, I quit my job with no backup plan. No new job, no guaranteed income, and last year my business actually lost money. Yet somehow this feels like the right decision. It wasn't a spontaneous decision. I had thought long and hard about this all year, but the thing that made me pull the trigger was this letter I wrote to myself when I was 23. So as I yap about how I came to this decision, please enjoy some art making from my 10-day challenge to finish my sketchbook. When I was 23, I wrote a letter to my 30-year-old self. At the time of writing it, I remember feeling frustrated with where I was in life. I had been made redundant from my first design job a few months prior, and at the time of writing, I had attended my first market, which was a complete flop. I was very emotional with how many career fails I was having. So I guess I decided to write a letter to my 30-year-old self. And well, 30-year-old me is here today. Before opening the letter, I was very scared. I was scared that I had not lived up to my younger self's expectation, and scared that I would have disappointed her. I was genuinely getting anxious thinking about reading it. Well, after another emotional situation where I was feeling very behind in my career compared to my friends and peers, I decided to open it. And to my surprise, it was kind. As in, this 23-year-old was not the mean bitch I thought she was gonna be. She was compassionate, kind, hopeful, and inspirational. She wrote to me as if I were her best friend, pep talking me, never shaming. The paragraph that opened my eyes was this: I hope that whatever you're doing now, that you're doing it because you currently love it, and not for money or anything like that. Right now you may feel that what you do is just for money, and right now for me it kinda is. I have no passion for anything at the moment. If you are working for the money, you need to stop and start again. 30 is not too late to start over. That hit me like a ton of bricks. 30 is not too late to start over. You hear that all the time from motivational speeches and podcasts, but it truly hits different when you are reading your own words from 7 years ago. So that's exactly what I decided to do. Stop and start again. So the job that I needed to stop, to quit, let's give it a bit of backstory. So technically my contract was ending, but they had advertised new roles for our team to apply for. I knew there wouldn't be a position for all of us to join, and I think I wouldn't have been selected if I applied. I might have, who knows. The job was good. The work was flexible. It wasn't too hard, the people were kind, and the money was decent. But I just couldn't do it anymore. It was boring, it was draining. It had absolutely nothing to do with my creative career. I did learn how to use spreadsheets though, so bonus! At the end of the day, it was just a job. I was there to make money and only that. So when I read the letter, I knew I would not be coming back to work the next year. So I quit. Usually when people quit their jobs to freelance, the advice is very clear. Have savings, prove your business. Well, I do have savings, so that's good, but my business made no money last year. In fact, I actually lost money. So purely from a financial point of view, this decision made no sense. But in my gut, it made complete sense. I have been trying to make art and business work for more than 10 years. I've been hustling since high school, trying different things, different income streams, and I don't think I was a bad hustler, but I also don't think I ever fully committed. A lot of the time, I was just reacting, chasing money wherever I could find it, doing whatever felt like might work. This time, it feels different. I feel different. I'm not going into this with a mind of see what happens. I'm going in with this will work. I'm going to try, like really try. By the way, that's why Zootopia is one of my favorite movies ever. I want my daughter to grow up seeing what that looks like, to not just talk about dreams, but actually chase them. One of the biggest shifts for me is clarity. For the first time, I actually understand how my creative work and my business need to coexist. If something gives me a lot of creative joy, but makes no business sense, I need to reassess it. And if something looks like a great business move but completely drains the creative side of my work, it's not worth it. I think for a long time I treated art and business as two separate things. I value that tortured artist mindset to create great work, but I also want a successful business. But now I see them as two parts of a whole needing to be balanced and support each other, or the whole thing falls apart. So these are the kinds of things I'm thinking about as I move forward in 2026 with my practice. I want to make sure I'm building something sustainable instead of just surviving, not grasping at straws. This isn't a quit my job and everything magically worked out story. Heck no. I don't know how this year is going to unfold. There will be a lot of stress and doubt and moments where I question this decision. but I do know that I am finally giving my all with strategies in place and a letter that gave me hope. Something else I've been thinking about is how easy it is to get stuck in a job or in the comfort zone. It's not miserable enough to leave and not fulfilling enough to stay. There's a piece from Timothy Goodman that I love, and it goes, "I'm too young to not set my life on fire. I'm too old to not spend my time with somebody I admire." The way I interpreted it was that this comfort zone can feel suffocating, but it's not bad enough to want to blow it up and start again. But I'm also too old to not be doing the things that I believe would be my purpose. I have wasted years in this in-between zone, umming and ahhing about quitting and staying. The comfort can be sneaky, and you may not even realize until you are at breaking point. The comfort convinces you that things are good the way they are. If you pursue something else, you put your life or career at risk. I feel like stepping out of my comfort zone this time round is going to be different, for me at least. It's a zone I've been in before, but I'm approaching everything with fresh eyes and backed with experience. Definitely is not going to look that impressive on my LinkedIn, but that's not what I'm doing this for. I'm thinking about future 60-year-old me who wants to know I did all I can to strive for a life that I want. I know a lot of creatives who are watching this are sitting at their jobs that make no sense for the career they want to have. Maybe this is the video that inspires you to quit. Maybe you're not ready to quit, that's okay. And maybe you'll never quit or never go full-time on your own. That's okay too. We are all so different in our values, in where we live, and the supports that are around us. But if you've been feeling that pull, the little nudge, the desk daydream, start planning it. I hope you'll join me in this journey, especially this year as this 30-year-old becomes an artist again. Thank you for being here and watching. Till the next video. Bye!